In 1954, we awakened something.
Well, there's nuclear tests in the Pacific. Not tests.
They were trying to kill it.
Gareth, welcome to Top Billing.
Thank you for having me.
The original movie in the 1950s was an epic movie. So when you got selected as the director for this movie, what was going through the back of your mind? Did you try to sort of pay homage to it?
There's been a lot of different Godzilla movies made in Japan, and a lot of them were for kids, and most people have either glimpsed them when they were young or they have a vague memory of them. But when you actually look at the very first one ever, it's actually a very serious film. It's really one big metaphor for Hiroshima and the nuclear bombs that got dropped on Japan. And so we wanted to try and embrace that and make a film that was more serious and had more of brought the meaning back into Godzilla.
It was Gareth's success on a 48-hour film challenge entitled Monsters that caught Hollywood's attention. On the big-budget Godzilla, he's working with the effects supervisor who did Lord of the Rings.
With a lot of big monster movies like this, there's always a threat of it maybe being too chaotic and not really telling the story, and I must say you did that really well. Was that a thought in your head?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was probably due to the fact that I grew up in an era of films, obviously before there was digital effects, and they couldn't show everything all the time, and so the storytelling back then was a lot more efficient and effective, I think, and powerful. And so one of the first things we did when we started this project is we talked about our favourite monster movies like Jaws, Alien, you know, and the thing they all have in common is you glimpse stuff, you don't quite see things for the first half of the movie, and so that when you finally reveal the creature, it has a lot of power.
Why did you pick Aaron and Elizabeth for this?
Aaron is basically like, he's the hero of our movie, and he has a lot of scenes, because it's an action and suspense kind of film, there's a lot of scenes where there's not much dialogue and it's all told visually, and we kind of try and keep the audience like guessing and things hidden until the big reveal of the creatures. And so I needed someone who you can watch their face and you think they're thinking what you're thinking, and there's a lot going on, you know, in the soul of the eyes. And Lizzie, I think there's no secret anymore that she's got an amazing career ahead of her, and I was very lucky that she agreed to do it. She's kind of the goal of the movie, and that Aaron is trying to get back home to her, and so you needed someone quite special to justify the crazy odyssey that he ends up going on, and so she was kind of the perfect choice for that.
This is British actor Aaron Taylor-Johnson's third film with actress Elizabeth Olsen, whose fashion designer sisters, Mary-Kate and Ashley, were the famous twins in TV's Full House.
Welcome to Top Billing.
Thank you.
Now, I've just sat with Gareth Edwards and he speaks very highly of both of you. In your personal opinions, why do you think he was chosen?
I mean, he's super talented and visually artistic, and he's a director that works with actors, you know, really well. And, you know, Legendary they took a leap and they saw talent, and they gave him a budget to create a little teaser of what he would kind of maybe anticipate, and he made this teaser, took it to Comic-Con, and people went crazy for it, and they went like, fine, go get your cast and go do it.
And that was the teaser that like got us all hooked in it as well.
Now, Elizabeth, I understand you'd never watched any of the previous movies before this. What sort of image did you have to go on going into this movie?
I think it was just the same way I've approached other jobs. You get the character, you get their relationship. I also like to see where I am in a very technical point of view for a story. This isn't my character story. If you were to follow one character besides Godzilla, it would be Aaron's character story, Ford. And so I am a tool in helping tell his story. So I don't think that lessens a character ever. You still are able to create something fully from that, but also to know how you can assist their journey. Like, what role do I play in their journey?
Now, Aaron, you say that this movie sort of pays homage to the old Japanese movie.
We only wanted to, you know, look at the original and embrace that and that same sort of sentimental message that it had back then. And even for the look of Godzilla, you know, they had the Toho studio, give the thumbs up and approval and say, yeah, you know, that's the Godzilla that replicas the original.
Now, guys, I know everyone in South Africa is going to love the movie and they're going to love you guys, but I've got some gifts for you guys. Cool. It's called a vuvuzela. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a vuvuzela.
No.
Okay, well, basically we use this at all sorts of sports games. It's like a horn.
Okay.
And used to celebrate. So basically how you blow it is you puff up your cheeks like this, and you do that.
Awesome.
You guys like to try?
I would love to. I love making noises.
Let's see how you do. Here we go.
Mine sounds nasty.
He's got it.
You're like one of those like
Why are you doing it so
musical
well?
trumpet things.
Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
Good luck
can't
with the
shake
movie.
your hand. I just spit on mine.
Oh,
Do you
okay.
need it back? I mean,
No, that's for me to
I'll
you.
practice.
Thank you.
Enjoy it. Cheers, guys.
It's coming up
That's
to the World
awesome.
Cup.
I
We
totally
need these
just
things.
got
The cast are gritty and real, and it's fantasy you feel you can touch.